In 1973, 36-year-old Agnes Nisbett had been working as a midwife in Leicester when she became pregnant with her third child.
I felt really happy. The pregnancy was very good. Everything was fine.
Just before giving birth, Agnes realized something was wrong.
I felt a great big flutter inside. And when she listened, the fetal heart had gone. And then I was told that he had died inside. I just felt really sad, knowing that I'll have to be laboring with a baby that I will not be able to take home.
At the time, stillborn babies were often taken away quickly without parents ever getting to see them. But Agnes couldn't bear to let that happen.
I asked the midwife, can I have a look at my baby? And I held him in my arms. And I named him John. I got to hold John for about 10 minutes before they took him away.
After delivering her son, Agnes was put back on the maternity ward with 30 other women and their newborn babies.
I was just horribly upset being surrounded by other babies. I thought, no way am I going to allow another woman to experience what I did.
Agnes dedicated the rest of her career to helping women come to terms with the loss of their babies, setting up a dedicated room for bereaved families in the Leicester Royal Infirmary.
I thought that the room should be welcoming because you're sad and you need comfort.
And ensured parents met their babies and had keepsakes, including photographs and palm prints.
All I have is my memory of my son, but I have nothing as a keepsake. I think about John every day. But you can turn grief around. Because if you don't turn grief around, you're not living.
Today, Agnes thinks she's being taken out by her daughter and sister to one of the swankiest restaurants in London.
Your table, Agnes.
Thank you, dear.
Please.
What she doesn't know is how her work has impacted the man who runs the place, Gordon Ramsay,
Let's go.
and his wife, Tana, who are hiding meters away, waiting to surprise her.
Well, good afternoon.
Oh my!
I'm so sorry for disrupting your lunch, Agnes.
How are you?
Speechless.
So lovely to meet you.
And my name's Jamie.
Yes. Not
Jamie,
Oliver.
Jamie Olive. Do you mind if we join you for a fish and chips?
Come on.
First of all, it's an absolute pleasure to see you. And we're not really here to check on your lunch. This is about you.
Agnes, what you have done has changed that moment for so many people, including ourselves.
We experienced that with our young son, Rocky. And so we couldn't be happier to be here today.
How about that?
She changed the way that women could grieve. Losing Rocky, seeing him was so important to us. To have, whether it was a footprint or a handprint, they're the things you cling on to. Certainly, that's what I did, that's what you did.
And I'm so glad I brought some peace to you as well.
You're amazing.
Today, we're here to hand this over to you, my darling. Agnes, you have won a Pride of Britain award. You have a TSB Community Hero. Congratulations.
Thank you. I thought, wow, what's happening? I can't believe it. I think, Agnes, what have you done to deserve all this?
To celebrate the 25 years of Pride of Britain, TSB donated £25,000 for little keepsakes to be in all of the bereavement suites in all hospitals.
Oh, dear
Because
Jesus.
of you.
She's a perfect example of the Pride of Britain through and through. And it couldn't have gone to a more important woman. Nations.
A pleasure to meet you. Congratulations.
Please welcome Agnes Nisbett. Randolph Walker, what a gent, eh, Agnes?
Yes, I feel humbled tonight. And also, my heart is full with gratitude because I've used my pain to become my purpose in my professional life.
Well, you talk about your professional life. I think you've delivered half of Leicester, haven't you?
I think so, yes.
I think you have. How amazing was it to find, and I'm sure you found it quite a few times before, that you had this impact on Gordon and Tana Ramsay. Does it really hit home just what you have done?
The impact was to know that he had experienced the same thing. And as I said, I didn't want another woman losing a baby and be not allowed to grieve and have a decent, caring place to get over that trauma. I'm sure there are people in this room who've had a stillbirth. And if you haven't had one, you know somebody who's had one. And you carry this baby for 9 months, which is what I did. And to think that I have nothing to show, to remind me of this child. It's all here. And I thought, that's not right. So as I got promotion at work, because I'm a nurse, I was a nursing officer at the Royal Maternity Hospital, and I had a budget. And as a result of that, I made a room with the best china. We had a microwave and everything. And I told the people on delivery suite, any woman who's had a stillbirth to let me know whether I was on duty or not. And I'll go and speak with them. Because if you've had a stillbirth, people avoid you. Not even that they want to say something, but there's nothing to say. All you need is people to be around you and to show that they care. And I will also like the clinicians, the midwives and the doctors to look at a woman who's had a stillbirth and realize it's a big thing in her life because the family is expecting a baby. I had 2 children. Ian, who's over there, he was 7 at the time, and Alison, who was 6 years old. And they expected me to come home with a baby. And at the time, my mom, my 2 sisters, and myself and my husband, we all lived in one house. Because remember, in those days, I'm talking about 1973, nobody had money, did they? To buy a house. And you had to live and save to get home. And I remember when I got home, what can I do to help my children? They expected a brother, because his name was John. And the name John came from my dad was called John. And I called him John. And my sister, who you saw in the video, her son is called John. And every year, on the 3rd of March, I used to feel really, really and truly low. And we had a sister from the gynae side who said women would come into her asking her where their babies were buried. Because in those days, if you weren't 28 weeks, you didn't go to the maternity unit. You went to the gynae unit. And she said she found the graves of these women. And during this talk, I just broke down and cried. And she said, Agnes, I'm going to find where your son was buried. And that was 20 years after. I found where my son was buried. And he was buried with someone else. That was the norm at the time. And the grave guy just walked 1 foot in front of the other, and he found the grave, and my son was buried with someone else. But on that day, the letter said, from the sister, there was 14 other babies, other stillbirths that same day, and there was a service for them. And I thought, I can't allow another woman that passes through our doors to suffer the way I did. And I went to the neonatal unit, got clothes, we got the palm print, etc. And that was the birth of my purpose.
Well, Agnes, there's no doubt that you are an amazing woman. You're an angel, actually. And we have, to present your award, two women who really do have a lot to thank you for. Please welcome Sue Johnston and Kim Marsh.
How are you?
I'm good.
Hello, Agnes. Hello. Thank you.
Yeah, first of all, just thank you from one mother who's experienced baby loss to another, because it's really is, you know, baby loss doesn't get spoken about enough, in my opinion. The taboo still needs to be lifted, and it's only by people like yourself doing what you've done that we are making changes, and that is just so important. I lost my son 16, he would be 16 next year, and there is absolutely no doubt that you made my experience so much better. So thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. Thank you. You know, when you said before that you turned your pain into your purpose, and I always believe that it's not always what happens to you in life, but it's what you do afterwards.
Indeed.
And you couldn't change anything for you. It didn't change anything for you.
No.
But you made sure that so many other families and women and partners and other siblings didn't have to go through what you did.
Yes.
And that's incredible. So you are just wonderful, isn't she?
Yes,
Thank you.
On behalf of so many people that you don't even realise you've helped, you've given our lost babies a name, and that means so much to so many people that you'll never know about. Here's just one, and you do deserve this so much, Agnes. Bless you for caring so much.
Agnes, you beautiful woman. Congratulations. Pardon? Yeah. Well, I've actually got a bit of a surprise for you, Agnes. I have a bit of a surprise for you. You have dedicated so much of your life to others that we think it's time that you sit back, relax, put your feet up and enjoy a little, right? And our friends over at P&O Cruises do too. So guess what? They are sending you on an amazing holiday to a destination of your choice. Wherever you want to go, Agnes, you can go.
Anyone in the room? Rudolph?
It's not true, is it?
It's true. You can go wherever you want. You just tell them and they'll send you there.
Yeah, and you are wonderful, Agnes. But Ash, aren't all of our winners wonderful too?
Of course they are. We all know that. They are absolutely incredible. And that is why all of our Pride of Britain winners and their families are heading off on a luxury cruise as well. Yeah. whether you fancy a full night soaking up the sun in the Caribbean or cruising the turquoise seas of the Meds, you guys can take your pick. Wherever you want to go, the choice is yours. So congratulations to all of you. We hope you have the most amazing time. You deserve it. Just don't forget to send us a postcard.
Just extraordinary. Thank you, Kim. Thank you, Sue. And please show your love and appreciation for this angel, Agnes and Nisbett.